Party people. Uno momento. I'll make sure everything here is solid. Adjust the chat a little bit. Okay. Alright, looks like we are live. Looks like we're doing good. Audio's going through. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we are back with the attempted modeling of Moravian. Which, if you don't know, is the sword I'm trying to create in Blender. It is from D&D. It's a sword one of my characters use, and eventually I want to learn Blender enough to be able to create a small animation with my character and others in our group. That is the goal. That's the very, very end goal, but we're starting small by just creating the sword. And I did some work by myself since last time. You might notice last time I literally just had this cylinder here with nothing on it, and we sat here for 2 hours and I got nothing done. You know, and that just, it happens when you're learning. And I'm still learning very much. I'm not proficient really at all at this, but I did figure out how to do some of the things I wanted to do. So I finally dragged in some reference images. You can tell up until this point, I basically just eyeballed it. I didn't have any reference images. So the handle's longer than it should be. But I think I generally got it kind of similar, which I think is kind of impressive for a beginner. But I created this wire here completely manually with a Bezier curve that I wrapped around, shaped all the angles, and I just added depth to it to create this wire. And then I duplicated it and rotated it and put it on the bottom because they're both equal length. And that created kind of this wire you see on the handle over there, at least in my approximation. And I've been working on this pommel. This is the next part I've been working on before I move to the crossguard. Because for the crossguard, I want to do this like wing design with the gem in the middle. I think that looks way cooler than just the curve you see in the traditional model. But I like this handle way better than this one. So I'm kind of meshing the two, combining them. That's the idea. And this is where we are. So I thought today would be good to complete this part and maybe see how far we get on the crossguard. But this part I've been working pretty hard on. I did all this also, by the way, before having the reference image. I think I did fairly well on this for not having a reference image. But it obviously needs to be adjusted. So I need to add like this ring here, down here. I think these connections are fine. I don't think there's a major issue with them. I'm not too sure though. I'm not really too sure about anything I'm doing here. Like that looks a little odd to me. You see that like crack in there? Although I think that's just folded bits. Because if I shade auto smooth that, I wonder, is that... Oh, it is shade auto smooth. So I don't know if it should look like that, but I'm kind of planning on just putting like a ring over it, like there is over here, so you probably won't see that. The other part is you see this kind of like folds in a bit and the edges are thicker, and I'm wondering how to do that. In fact, let's start there, shall we? Let's figure that out. How to make edges thicker than faces in Blender. Use the wireframe modifier or assign a vertex group multiplier to a solidify modifier. Okay. Cool. Let's attempt that and see what happens. So if I go to this, and let's see, can I separate this? Because I don't want to do this for the whole thing, I don't think. I am kind of curious what's going to happen. See, it was a wireframe modifier. What happens if I turn that up? Oh, what in the... Oh, what happened to the rest of it? Hold up. Oh. So you uncheck that. Oh, that's kind of an interesting effect. It creates... Yeah, okay, so I don't want that on the original cylinder, but that works great for this part. Okay, okay. I see how this goes. Sort of, kind of. Alright, how do I separate this? I originally joined them by joining their boundaries down here with bridge loops, something like that. There's gotta be a way to get rid of that. Let's see. How to separate a part of the mesh to create a different object in Blender. Select the target geometry in edit mode, press P to open the separate menu and choose selection, then return to object mode. Okay. One sec. Then. So I'm in edit mode. Or sorry, I'm in object mode. We want to be in edit mode. We want vertices. We only want these bottom ones. Okay. Press P to open the separate. Choose selection. Okay. So is that now this part? Oh, that would be this. What is this? Hold up. What is this? Okay, well, if I go back into object mode, what is this? Oh, that's cube. This is cube 1. Okay. So I want this to be handle. And I want... What is this? Oh, those are the images. Okay. Handle, and this is to be... I'm going to call it connector pommel. Okay. So if I go back here, nothing should have changed yet, right? Okay. What happens if I drag this down, by the way? Oh, okay. Gotcha. So now we add a wireframe modifier to this. We don't want to replace original. We want to add some of that. Okay. Looks a little funky. Little funky. Hold up. So this part actually looks, well, not great, honestly. I'm gonna be real. It like separates weirdly. Okay, hold up, hold up. If we bring the thickness down, maybe. Relative? Crease edges. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. Bring back OBS. Okay. Will this be okay if I just put a circle over it? Probably not, right? Because the circle's gonna have to get manipulated anyway. Okay. I mean, this part actually doesn't look terrible, I feel like. Although it's got this, like, thing going on up here where it's, like, actually separating. I'm not sure what that's about. Because if I pull this out, right, and just look at it that way, that doesn't look very right to me. Okay, so let's get rid of that. What if I go into edit mode, right? Wire or edge. Take this edge and just extrude it. What does that do? Okay, that does that. What if I bevel it? Okay, that does nothing. I'm also looking at the pommel over there, and it's like, it's not exactly like this. It kind of does some different things here. Hold on one sec. Can I... Let's go wire mode. Can I loop cut this horizontally? Is that possible? Loop cut. I can. Okay. So that can kind of add some of that, I think. If I loop cut this... Why only on that side? What? Oh, I mirrored this, didn't I? Did I mirror this? No, I can't have mirrored it because I selected that other edge. What? What in the goofy? Why can I only do... Hold on, I need to test. I need to make sure. Oh. So if I just... Yeah, it's not mirror cut. So what the fuck? Okay. Weird. I don't know why that's like that then. I mean, I get both these, I guess. I don't need to actually move this part, so that's fine, but... This part's actually going to go up a little bit. Right? I go X here. Yeah, it's going to go up just a tad, and then I bring this in. Let's add some more loop cuts, shall we? Bang. Bang. Let's do some extras just in case. We'll just bring... What the... Right, that's the top. Can't really do that. Can I? Although I should be able to. I don't know why it won't. Because the connection isn't part of the object, is it? Alright, I think... I'm gonna go back to object mode. Outer pommel. Connector pommel. Going to how to join. How to join objects in Blender. Control J. Oh, I did that in my browser. Here, Control J. And now it's just handle. Okay, I gotcha. Copy that, copy that. Alright. So, now I should be able to go back into edit mode. And move this maybe? Yeah, okay. Now I can do that. Should I delete this side and mirror it to make sure it's the same? Probably, right? I don't actually want to touch the handle here. I think if I just do that, delete vertices, and then I do this part, and I just mirror along the Y. Close, not quite. Okay. Bring that back. Well, I should be able to get it close enough, right? Because I'm following the image, so. If I just. Let me get in close. Although the image seems a bit different, but it's okay. It's because it's so low res, I think. Okay, we'll leave that there. And then take you. All the way down that way. That definitely looks different. How's that look? Well, not bad actually. It's not too bad. Okay. Kinda cool. Now if I could just figure out how to add thickness to these edges without this whole thing falling apart. You know what I could do? I could just temporarily take this out. Let's see. How to get rid of bridge between edges Blender. Select the faces or edges that make up the bridge in edit mode. Press X, delete, or choose faces to clear the connection without deleting the outer boundary. Okay, so we go to faces. Yeah. And we just grab all these. Yeah, all those weird things. And delete. faces. Okay. How to turn square edges into a circle edge. Maybe that's why it's not connecting so well. Okay, so if we select the edge, if I go into edges, that would help. Right click. It said something about loop tools. Loop, cut, and slide. No, it says loop tools. Oh, it's an add-on. Hold on. Okay. Edit preferences. Add-ons. Loop tools? Is there loop tools in here? No. Okay, we got to get the extension. Loop tools. Okay. Okay, loop tools. Add-ons, loop tools. Cool. So now if I do this, loop tools, circle. Method, best fit, radius, angle. Zero. Did that make it a circle? I don't think it did. Okay. Why is there like an extra face or vertex here? Do you see that? There's like an extra one here, I swear. If I go to vertices, are there two? There's two. What the? Hold up. That was weird. Okay, so now I should just be able to... Okay. Odd. Is that on the other side as well? No? Okay. Alright. Alright, how do we turn this into a circle? Maybe that was the problem? Loop tools, circle? Okay, did it add like extra vertices? As I don't see them. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it needs to be the face. Oh, there is no face, actually. I wonder if that's part of the issue. Because it's just a hole, right? Yeah, it's just a hole. Because we should have matching amount of vertices, I think, is the case here. How to turn square edges with no face? Shift Alt S 1 and press enter. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Shift Alt. Hmm. Shift Alt S. Whoa, that's interesting. Yeah, not really looking for that. Okay. Hmm. I mean, I could just reattach the faces when I'm done, perhaps. I could just add the wire, but then it'll... I have to make it a separate object, don't I? Again. Oh, but then it's going to add it to all these. I don't want it to be added to all of them. Oh, also, is this different on this side? Oh my god, it is. Okay, hold up one sec. Let me grab these. Delete vertices. Modifier. Mirror. Okay. That should look a little better. Cool. Alright, we still have this issue though. Actually, you know what I just realized? I think I did the wrong side, but I don't think I can fix that now. Can I take this and like, not you. Is this SY? No. X. SX. I want to get this a little thinner. Think. Oh, no. Bad idea. That did something weird. We're not doing that. Alright, alright, alright. Need to move. Are we in edit mode? Yeah, we're in edit mode. Can I? Oh. Bring you in a bit. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Now that we're a little tighter here. I'll turn a square edge into one with 16 points. Into a cylinder edge. Pick the sharp square edges you want to round. Don't want that. No. Actually, can we do that? if we just select those and Control B, wow, this does nothing. Control B. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Okay. I'm having a rough time figuring this one out. Let me type in exactly what I'm trying to do. I have 3 vertices mirrored into a diamond with no face on the top. I want to make it into a cylinder just on the top edge to join it with another cylinder bottom edge in Blender. It keeps telling me to use loop tools. Okay. Okay. I guess we can try loop tools again. Loop tools, circle. Radius. Does that make a difference? No. 1. Influence. What's it doing? It's doing nothing. Rotate the circle by an angle. Lock. I have literally no clue what this is doing. That didn't do anything. Okay, well, do I just say fuck it and join them? I might have to, honestly. Yeah, I think I'll just do that again. Hold up. Alt. Shift. Alt. Nope. Why can I not? Oh, it was vertices. There we go. Although now it's going to do something weird, isn't it? Because I mirrored it like an idiot, and it's not going to do that right. Although it looks like it's attempting to. Although it's not doing a great job. I just don't like that. I don't like it. It doesn't look right. Let me see if I can find a video on this. As I'm having a rough time going off of Google. Let us see. Okay. How to change a square edge to a cylinder one to bridge loops, or to bridge edges properly in Blender. Let's see what we can find here. Bridge edge loops.
If you're like me and you want to connect these two objects, there's an easy way to do so. First, make sure it's part of the same object. Then, you just need to check your edge loops have the same amount of vertices. If they do, select both of your edge loops, press Ctrl E, then select Bridge Edge Loops. Now go into the menu that pops up and adjust the segments you want between the objects. Adjust the smoothness as well. Here's another tip. Try bridging two edge loops and adjust the twist option. As you can see, it will lead.
Okay, but I don't have the same number of vertices. Okay, auto mode, subdivide, number of cuts, divide. You have the edges, mesh, transform. Whoa, what? Sorry. Mesh, transform. To sphere. Okay. That could work. Okay. Let's try that. So we don't have the face, but I assume that's not a problem. We're gonna find out. If we subdivide, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will that get us to 16? How many do we have here? Will it tell us? Let's see. Let's try this first. Mesh, transform to sphere. Oh. Okay. Does some kind of fucked up stuff because we're mirrored. But if it was an actual face, I could see. Okay. Alright, so do we have to fix the mirroring problem first then? So I think that could work. That could work. But if we get rid of the mirror, right, we just have this half. We could duplicate it, 180 it, and join it. That could work. So if we grab all that, Shift D, escape, Control Z, Rotate on the Y 180. Whoa. Nope. My bad. Rotate on the X 180. Nope. Okay, rotate on the Z 180. Yeah. Okay, so we rotate on the Z 180. And then we just how do we join this correctly? Cuz I feel like just moving it to the right place isn't going to do that. How to snap two edges together. G to grab and hover over the target edge. Huh? Wait. There's a magnet icon at the top center of your 3D viewport. Or press Shift Tab. Shift Tab. Oh my god. What the hell did I just do? Hold on. Shift Tab. Oh. Okay. Snap to edge. Where is that? Snap to edge. And change the snap target to closest or median. Okay. Don't see that part. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. Okay. In edit mode, select the edge or geometry you want to move. Grab and snap. Grab, snap the selection. Hover over your mouse to the destination. It will lock into place. Okay. So we want all this, and we just want to pull it. How's this work exactly? Not sure. Not sure how this works. That feels wrong. Okay. G here. Did that do it? It looks like we're overlapping. I can't tell. Are we? Yeah, we're definitely overlapping. G. Oh, you have to actually like put your mouse on it. Okay. Is that correct? We're just so ever so slightly off. I feel like I can live with that as long as it's snapped. That's fine. Although it doesn't look right. What the fuck? Yeah, there's gaps. There's big gaps in here. Oh my god, I have the wrong shit. Because they're not the same on both sides. Well, fuck. I just did that for no reason. Oh my god. That whole thing just needs to go away. Fuck. Okay. Alright. We bring you back. What if I do the thing first? What if I do this? Mesh transform to sphere. I do this first and then I mirror it. Right? Mesh, transform to sphere. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of vertices. It's, what is that going to be? 18 or it's not going to make those two, so it'll be 7, be plus 7. It'll be 16. Okay, so I think that is correct. So I could do that, scale that in perhaps. How's that look right now? Okay, scale it in a bit more maybe. I feel like that might be acceptable. Okay, and then we grab this whole thing. Oh my fucking god. We need this to be flat though. So hold up. Bring that scale back. This is so hard. Okay, Alt. Why are we grabbing this? I don't need that. Mesh, transform to sphere. It's still gonna like pull this back, which we don't want. We don't want that. Okay. But we need to do something like that. Okay. Vertex. Where's my vertex? There's my vertex. We need to bring these back to center. What the fuck? Okay, here we are. Uh-huh. I don't know why these are different. That looks a little bit better though. Oh my god, stop doing weird shit. What the fuck? Oh, it's because this. It's because this is still on. Hold on. Is that why? Is that why we're doing that? No, we're still pulling back. Alright, I think at some point here we just need to try. We just need to try and see what happens. Add modifier. Mirror. We just need to bring these guys. In like so. Does that look weird? Looks a little weird. Like so. Okay. And we create this shape. Okay. And we need to bring you. Holy hell. Forward. then we need to bring you forward. Okay, and now we're all in here. And is anything broken? Are we breaking yet? Hard to tell, really. Okay. But it looks all right. And then we take these edges. And now that they have more vertices, we bridge edge loops. How does that look? Not nearly as bad. Okay, not nearly as bad as before. I think that's acceptable. There are a few things I'd like to change here. Let's go to wireframe. Let's take this vertice here. Bring it out to there. And repeat that. Not like that. On that side. Okay. All right, we're doing something here. Okay, why is this one disgusting? Why are you different? Oh, because there's two of you. Right. Hold on one second. Let's bring you there. Okay. Now let's bring you out. How's that looking? Disgusting. Okay. Oh, right. So why did you work over here, sort of, kind of? Although, honestly, that doesn't really work that well either. You know what? Let's get you back in there. Okay. Don't like that. Don't like that. Why are we doing that? Is it because I need to bring more of these out? Because now there's several of them. Or you know what? Maybe I could scale it. Maybe I could scale it up. Hold up. Let me grab you. Oh, we need edges. Okay, let's go shift, edge, not you. Not you either. Where? Okay. Nope. Nope, just, nope. Okay. Shift, shift. Okay. So it's kind of an oval, I'm noticing, which we need to scale, I think, on the Y. and just bring it out. How does that look? Whoa, okay. What if we scale down just a tad? There. Why does that look so gross? I feel like it needs something. It's too jagged. What am I missing here? SX SY. Hold up. SX. That seems fairly fitting to that, but it's not at all fitting to what's below it, right? Which is what's making that look kind of gross. S. Right, SX has to be there in order to cover this hole. So we can't actually mess with that. Which means we can only mess with SY. Which, like, why would we do that at all? It's just gonna make that look weird. We could just make the entire thing smaller, but then that's gonna just result in horribleness. Unless we do just make it a tad bit smaller. And then bring that together. Wow, this isn't even... What is this? Why is there a crack here? What? Okay, well that looks not terrible. Right? Let's see. Sorry, shade auto smooth. Alright, that's not terrible. It kind of shades into it a little bit. It's the best we've gotten so far. I feel like that's not too bad. Hmm. Okay. What happens if we subdivide this out of curiosity? The whole thing. Would that destroy this? No, it looks fairly good. And what about this? What if we selected all that? What is happening here? What if we did that? No, that's being really freaking weird. Oh, is it like faces or something I have to select? Okay, it's because it's the mirror modifier, isn't it? Hold up. Alright, whatever. If I subdivide you, how's that look? Looks okay. I think that actually looks better. Alright, cool. And then what we'll do is for this crease, we'll add the circle around there. We'll add the circular wire. So let's do that right now. Shift add. Shift add mesh circle. Can we add geometry to that? No, we can't. Hold up. Shift add curve circle. You should have geometry. Yep. Okay. Cool. So let's size that up. Bring that down. Let's bring you right here. Size you right about like there. Bring your origin over. Okay, how much do we want here? Like that? Probably the same as the rest of the wire, right? Okay, let's size it down just a bit so it's snugly all around. Cool. And then we can go here to edit mode. Extrude you like here maybe. Okay, hold up. Let me deal with this. Yup. I'm gonna turn you right in there. Just like so. Right in there. Nope, not that. It's like a tad bit higher. Cool. Let's add just a little bit of curve there. Looks like it's kind of diving in. How does that look here? I don't know how, if it's the same material, is it gonna like have this weird clipping like shit? I don't know. But that's how the wire will go in. So, and there you have the circle around it. That makes all that funkiness kind of look fine. All right, cool. Let's move on to the pommel. So, we're back here. We have our shape. Let's go to you and edit. Okay. So this is also mirrored. I'm going to take these and bring them up. Seems to be okay. Cool. Okay, now what we want to do is move this. Actually, I don't know why I didn't just do this to start. We want to move these. Whoa, did I just extrude it? Hold up, I'm not supposed to be extruding. I want to kind of try to keep this shape here. If I could just hold up. I just need, oh my god. I just need the inside ones. Actually, I should just be moving the edges. I'm doing a horrible job right now. Is Alt, Shift, Alt. Oh, Shift, Alt. Well, that... Okay, that'll move all of them. Alright, so... Let's move all of these upward. Ooh, hold up. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? But maybe we do just go one at a time. Go here, rotate, like so. Then we can move the vertices up. Because I don't... This is going to be my border, so we're just going to put the circle in the middle. So that should be okay. Rotate those slightly. And then we bring you up and in. Actually, don't really want to bring you in at all. Just want you there. What does that look like? Okay, there's a little bit of overlap here. Let me bring it just a tad up. How's that look? Pretty solid, pretty solid. Okay. And here, do we have any disconnects? Yes, quite a bit actually. Actually, we don't have a bottom face, I'm just noticing. Where the hell is our bottom face? You get object mode, you, edit. Okay. How do I get this to fill? I need like a... Shit. I need an edge here, maybe? Do I need to create another edge? Could... Oh my god. Alt U, maybe? Extrude... Whoa, that's neat. Extrude Z. What am I doing? Hold on. I cannot see. Extrude Z. Okay, so that just extrudes up and down. We want to extrude Y? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Extrude Y this way. Holy crap. Rotate. Oh. Z 180. Oh man, I'm so confused right now. Hold on. Yeah, I did not realize my face was gone. That is a big problem, actually. I don't know why that face is gone. What did I just... Did I create that? What is this? You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. That's my least amount of concerns here. I suppose I could extrude. Frick. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Kind of screwed myself over by mirroring this, I think. I wonder if there's a way to turn that into a mesh. Can I turn a mirror into a mesh? How to apply... Go to the modifier tab, click the drop down arrow, click mirror, click apply. What? Oh wait, hold up. I need to click apply. It is applied. What do you mean? Oh man, I'm so confused. Okay, hold on. Object mode. Apply. edit mode. Can I now? Okay, okay. All right, all right. We figured it out. We figured it out. So you can make it so you can do stuff with it. Okay. So I have my edges there. And then I can just fill. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, okay. Good, 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 good. All right, we're making progress. We're making progress. Let's go back to pommel. And X here. Okay, so this looks all right. We obviously have to do some work here. For one in particular, we're gonna have to figure out how to make these like these weird cylindrical shapes. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that yet. I think I am gonna do some adjustments here real quick. Where's my... Why can't I select my vertices? I'm in edit mode, am I not? Okay, hold on one second. Object mode. Here, edit mode. Pull this back up. Here we go. Okay. Should I do that, you think, or should I do another loop cut? I should probably do another loop cut, yeah? Because I want to keep the overall shape. Which is like this half moonish looking thing. Or should I add the circle first? Actually, you know what I could do? I could like take these, right? Bring that up like so. At each one of these. And then I could extrude them. They're gonna look different though. I want them to look the same. This is difficult. This is difficult. Okay. I feel like I shaped this wrong to start with, honestly. Should I start this pommel over, you think? Because there's originally a half cylinder I cut manually. I don't know. I don't know if this captures the shape right. I just don't know if it does. Let's add this sphere in there. Shift add. Let's go to object. Mesh. Should we go UV sphere? Yeah, UV sphere. Let's go UV sphere. Okay, we're not centered. Now we're pretty much centered. A little bit. There we go. Now we're centered. We're going to size X. Nope, we're going to size Y. It's going to have to be a little bit wider. And bring you here. Actually, hold up. There, let's bring that back. We're just gonna move you there. And honestly, that should be about sufficient for the gem. That'll be the gem. And now we need to wrap these to it. I think we need to make these joined. Oh, nope. Right, I need to hit the apply. But we don't hit the apply until we're ready for it to actually apply. Which means what exactly? I almost want to redo this whole part. I don't think this part's done correctly. I think I'm going to do that. The question is, how are we going to do it? I feel like I need a game plan here. It's starting to come together. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, it's not quite there yet. I'd like to learn how to get these ridges. I can make ridges on certain edges Wow, I can't type for the life of me in Blender. Beveling or extruding them and scaling the new geometry outward. Select edge, click the exact edges where you want the ridge, bevel plus Control B and drag your mouse slightly to split the single edge into a small flat strip of faces. Extrude and scale. Let's take a look at this.
Hi there. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create non-destructive ridges in Blender. First, create the cutout object, then move it to the edge of the main object. You can change the cutter's display to wired to have a better view of the result. Now, add a Boolean modifier to the main object and set the target to be the cutter you created earlier.
What is this? This is not what I
Now,
want.
add an array modifier to the cutter.
Bevel, extrude. And scale. Okay. So if I go here into edit, Alt. Okay, I'll just shift click these, I guess. You know what? Forget those ones. We'll just do these to start. Alright, and then we control bevel. What is this doing? Okay, control bevel. What in the world? That does not seem correct. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on here. This is not what I want. That's not exactly right either. Edge split, edge bevel weight, edge crease. What does that do? What's that look like? Nothing. It looks like nothing. Okay. How are we gonna get these ridges? How? Not really sure. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do this part. Also, why is my geometry on this side like so fucked up? It looks so weird. Like, what's going on here? I have no idea what happened. I don't remember doing that, but it just looks like that. I think in object mode it looks fine, but like, well, not really. It doesn't look exactly fine, honestly. I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't remember doing this. I don't know. I don't know. Things happen. Weird things happen, I guess. I'm going to leave it for now because I don't want to deal with that. Where's the other X? There we go. Is there a way to like smooth these out? Slide vertices, smooth vertices? What does that do? Oh. Nope. Nope. Can't do that. Can't do that. Okay. I'm not really sure what happened there. I'm going to be honest. You know what I could do? I could delete it, mirror it, and then apply it, and it should be fine, right? That should be okay. So if I take these, did I get all of them? Okay. And I delete vertices, and then I go back here, and I take these, and I modify, and I mirror on the Y. Is that doing that to my whole thing? It is, isn't it? Shit. Okay. Damn it. Get rid of the mirror. There was a way to separate these. Was it P? By selection. Okay. Where's the bad side? This side's the bad side. Okay. By vertices. Want all you. Okay. Well, wait. What do we got up here? Something weird? I don't want to grab that. Just want you. Is that all you? Think that's all you. Okay. Delete vertices. Actually, we do need to delete all these. Okay. There should be none over here. Cool. Modifier. Mirror Y. Just to make sure is anything. Oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Oh, hell no. Okay, no. No, we're going all the way back. We are going all the way back. Screw that, bro. No, no, no. You guys go back together. I'm not messing with that. I'm just not dealing with it. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. Oh man, my brain. It's getting wrecked. My brain's getting wrecked. It's getting shreked. Getting distracted by so many things. Okay. Let's focus on this, shall we? So this piece. This just looks messed up to me. This looks wrong. I feel like I messed this part up a lot. I think I'm going to redo it. I think I'm going to redo this part. I'm just going to delete it. Yep. We're going to add in another object. I'm going to try this again. We're going to go for a cylinder. We're going to rotate, what is it, along the... not extrude, no. Rotate along the Z90? No. Rotate along the X90? I'm basically just guessing. Hold on one second. Y90. Okay, it's Y90. Bring you down here and scale you up. Scale. Let's move you so you're centered. X, no. Scale Y. And we just want this. I mean, that's basically fine. That's the general shape, right? We can move that as needed. Okay. Now we're going to scale your X way down. So it's thin. Yeah, about that thickness. Okay. Now here's the hard part. We have to... Where was it? Knife. Shift, what is it? K? Oh no. Shift space bar. No, that's not it. Nope, nope, don't want that. There's like some other tool here. It's like B or Shift B. Shift K. Shift space. I don't remember what it was. Was it edge slice? Slice an edge loop along a mesh. That might be it. I think it is edge slice. So now we're gonna just... No, that's not it. One second. Let's take a look. How to loop... Wait, what was that? Yep, I've looked this up before. Okay. Okay. Mesh. Bisect. Okay. Let's do that. And then we can just select, delete, delete vertices. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Okay. All right. Now we have something we can work with here. I'm pretty sure. Am I okay? Well, first of all, hi, Darkbolt. And yes, I'm okay. Why do you keep asking me if I'm okay? I'm fine. It's all good. Nothing wrong. Just working through this in my head. Thinking about it. Okay, so now here's the other issue. I have to add like I have to add faces somehow. Or you know what I could do? Hold up. And I think what I did before. Just checking? Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no worries. Inset. No, that's not the right tool. Quiet in here? Yeah, sorry. I'm just thinking a lot. This is very thoughtful work. Let's see. Could, if we subdivide, we add more points, right? Yeah. Then I could take this vertex. I'm in wire, right? Yeah, it's just kind of hard to see. Move that. Let's move this up and move these. Actually, hold up. I should do these both at the same time. These and these. Move it down there. That should create more of like an actual... Yep, alright, no worries. Check you later, Darkbolt. And these should be slightly inside, according to the picture, right? Yeah, they should be slightly inside. I'll move these. Now I'll keep them there. That's fine. Although they're supposed to be more like straight. Although they're a little curved. It should be okay. It should be okay. All right. Where do we go from here? This is the part that gets confusing because I've got all these like faces here that I need done here. Can I go to the face maybe? I'm in edit mode, right? Yeah. Faces. This should be done on both sides. Inset. That's kind of weird. But it does create this like topology there that I think I could use, but it does this weird shit on the inside. I could do that to kind of create like the outside bit. Then I could take all these faces. Not there, these ones. And like extrude them. And maybe bevel them to create those kinds of curves. Okay, so that's something that could work actually. That could indeed work. So let me see. How would I go about doing that? Like this? No. Shift, Shift, Alt? No. Shift, Shift, Alt, Shift? No. I think I just have to shift all these. Do I want to make sure that the geometry is in the right place first, though? Probably, yeah. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but that I think is the right thinking. Now here's the question: how do we create these? And I really don't know how we're gonna do that. That's kind of new for me. Also, like, I need to create that same edge around the sphere, which is gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Okay. What if I took... let's see. Can I take an inside face? No, because if I do this, right, it's just going to make a hole. Yeah, it's going to make a hole. Does it really make that much of a hole with just that one? Oh, it does. Look at that. Okay. If I go edges. Edges, same deal. Okay. Okay. Okay, idea. So we could kind of create these points here by moving these edges. Right? Something like that. Okay. There's so many vertices. Wait, what is going on here? There's so much shit up there. What? Is that the same on the other side? It is. What is all that? Hold up. What? That doesn't seem right. There's something going on here. What does this even connect to? Anything? Oh, it makes the top. I think. Is there a face up here? Okay, there is, but it's down there. Wait, no, sorry. There is no face up top. What? Okay, there's some weird buggy shit going on here. Hold up. We're going to take you, and we're going to delete you. And you, and delete you. You, and you, and you. Okay, so now that that looks a little bit better, fill that. Okay, that looks much better. I don't know what was going on there before. That was weird. Alright. There's something funky going on in there. I can see it. It's like divoting. What is this? Or is that the other one? No, it's going downward. Okay. Alright, what's all going on in here? Let's see. No, stop that. That is not all the edges. I know there's more than that. Okay, you know, if it... Let's see. Faces, maybe? Yeah, it does something real weird in there. It's covered, so I can't see it, but it's really weird. Alright, well, whatever the case, I guess. What I was thinking was aligning that there originally. Jesus Christ. Can't press a button. Oh my god, what is it doing? This is not what I'm pressing in the slightest. It's just... Why is it... It's doing that magpole thing again. What the fuck? I don't understand. Okay, can I move you now? Looks like I can. Okay, now if I pull you in... Oh, I cannot do that. I can't just pull this vertice? Really? Why not? I'm in edit mode. I'm in vertices select. It moves the whole thing. What? Alright, that's pretty odd. There's also like multiple vertices here, which I don't know what that's all about. So it can move freely that way, just not this way. That's so odd. What is this? Proportional editing. Why is this stuff on? I didn't turn that on. Merge vertices at center. Okay, so those are merged there now. Then these get moved back. These get moved back. These get moved back. And that creates this sort of what happened. What is this? Hold up. Did I not merge these? How's that? Is that breaking anything? No? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna make this a new object together. I'll merge them all, but that looks like decent, I think, there. Okay. Wire. Cool. And then I'll just keep moving these, I think. Go. Looking okay. Little off angle. Let's go that way a bit. Maybe a bit more. Cool. Looks alright. I could actually just probably loop cut that one. And there you are. Very nice. Bring you out just a tad. Tad bit this way. Good. Oh, actually, that was the wrong edge. I just grabbed. supposed to be that whole thing. Okay. Looking solid. Alright, now what I'm going to do is go back to wire. We're going to go to verts. If I could split it like right down the middle, that would be real nice. Okay, object. Edit mesh. Bisect. Wait, what is that gonna do? Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Don't know what I'm doing there. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, so we want like... Ooh, how are we gonna do this? I was just gonna mirror it and apply the mirror so that it's the same on both sides so that, you know, it's not messed up. Feel like that's gonna be kind of hard to do though. I could just take the verts, I think. I think that's okay. If I just do that. Right? If I just take you along there. See, there's stuff going on in the middle here, though. I need a loop cut. That is what I need. I need a loop cut right down this middle. Which it's not gonna let me do, is it? Holy hell. Nope. No, it is not. I could just delete that. And then whatever weirdness happens. It could also go by faces. See what that does. What is this? Why can't I? Oh, I'm loop cutting. Select faces. Okay, that seems reasonable. I don't know why that one's white. But we delete the faces. We add a mirror modifier. Along the Y. Is that going to break anything? What's broken? What's broken? Okay, looks like we got extra faces. Which I believe we are okay to just delete as soon as we apply it. Or perhaps even now. No, it's not actual geometry yet, so we can't do it. But that should create what we're looking for, I believe. Okay, so we go to object mode, to the mirror, we apply, we go back to edit. We take these faces that should not be here, and we delete them. And now, what happened here? What? What? Okay, no. Go back to before this was an issue. Okay. Right. Okay. Right now, I believe we're at where there isn't any modifier. We have all our shit back. Okay. I think what we need to do is cut this down the middle to make this work properly, which we need to figure out how to do. Cause I don't think a loop cut's gonna work for this, to my knowledge. Nope. That's not gonna work. So, go to object mode maybe? No, we need to be in edit mode. The face. Need to select. Mesh, bisect. What? What? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, we're close. Hold up. We are close. We are close. Okay. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. All right. We have both our faces selected. We go to mesh, we go to bisect, we go down here. Can we zoom out? No? Okay. And we want to go straight up. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. That's bisected both ways. Beautiful. Now we can take the faces on both sides, I believe. And honestly, I don't know what these are, but I see these faces in here. Are there any more? Let's just... Are these important at all? Hold up. That seems important. Okay. 1 second. We will deselect these ones. And we will deselect these. But we will make sure these ones are all good. Or is this like the whole thing? Oh, that is. Oh, that is the whole thing. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Must go again. Take these two. We will dissolve. Beautiful. Okay, now we have this. We have our modifier. We go to mirror. Want it on the Y. So far, so good. No funky weirdness. Okay. We got it on the Y. I don't know what the hell that is. I see something in there and I don't like it. But I'm not gonna... I don't know. What? Hold up. It's coming from like this edge here? That's weird. Anyway. I don't think that's actually affecting anything in here. We're mirrored. We're gonna actually keep that for now, I think. Because I want whatever we do to this side to happen on the other side. Alright, cool. Alright. Looking pretty solid. Looking pretty solid. Still don't really know what's going on up here, but what are you gonna do? Okay. This is looking like something. It's not the same, but you know, it wasn't the same on both sides up here either, so, you know, what are you gonna do? The picture's not exactly right. That's fine. We're just using it as a general guide. This looks okay to me so far. Now, this is still an issue. Still don't know how we're going to do that. I have no clue how that's going to get done. I don't know. I don't think that's a today me problem. Because we have this general shape, we have the sphere. So far, that's good enough for me. Yep. Cool. All right, we made progress today. We made real progress. I'm going to stop the stream there, I think, because it's been 2 hours, 15 minutes. If you joined in, thank you for joining in. I'm sorry this is a little rough, but this is Blender. We're trying to learn it, and it's progressing. We're getting there. We are getting there. I feel like this is a definite improvement. For sure. But, you know, we're working on it. All right. Till next